The crystalline halls of the Galactic Council chamber gleamed with light from 1,000 worlds. Representatives from across the galaxy sat in their designated pods, their forms ranging from gaseous clouds to chitinous behemoths. At the center stood Alex, humanity's diplomatic envoy, his hands clasped behind his back as he addressed the council. "The human proposal is simple," Alex said, his voice calm and measured. "Free trade corridors through the Kepler expanse. No military presence from any faction. Just commerce." The Vraxian delegate, a towering insectoid creature with mandibles that clicked incessantly, rose from its pod.
"The audacity of your species knows no bounds, human."
"You arrive in our galaxy mere decades ago and already demand concessions?" Ashley watched from the observation deck above, her fingers drumming against the transparent aluminum barrier. As Alex's security chief, she had argued against this meeting. The intelligence reports were clear. The Vraxian Empire had been consolidating power, absorbing smaller species through intimidation and force. They saw humanity's rapid expansion as a threat. "I demand nothing," Alex replied evenly. "I offer an opportunity for mutual prosperity." The Vraxian's laugh was a grating, chittering sound that echoed through the chamber. "Your kind understands only weakness and strength. Allow me to demonstrate which category you fall into." The attack came without further warning. The Vraxian's guards, 6 heavily armored soldiers, materialized from active camouflage and opened fire. Plasma bolts erupted across the chamber floor, and the other delegates scattered in panic. Ashley was already moving, her hand reaching for the emergency breach control, but she stopped, her eyes widening at what she saw below. Alex hadn't moved. The plasma bolt struck an invisible barrier inches from his body, dissipating into harmless light. The smile that crossed his face wasn't diplomatic anymore. It was something else entirely, something ancient and terrible. "You know," Alex said, his voice carrying across the now silent chamber, "humanity has a saying, don't start what you can't finish." His suit rippled, and suddenly Ashley understood why the council had been so eager to meet with Alex specifically. Why Earth's military command had approved this mission with minimal security. Why Alex had volunteered without hesitation. The suit wasn't fabric. It was nanomachines, trillions of them, military-grade, combat-configured. Standard issue for Earth's Ghost Division, the soldiers who had ended the Mars Rebellion in 72 hours. The diplomats who could negotiate peace or deliver annihilation with equal efficiency. Alex moved, and the world moved with him. One moment he stood at the chamber's center. The next he was behind the nearest Vraxian guard, his hand passing through the soldier's armor as if it were water. The guard collapsed, its neural system shut down by a precise electromagnetic pulse, non-lethal but absolute. The remaining guards opened fire in earnest, their weapons set to maximum yield. The entire chamber lit up with deadly energy. Alex walked through it like a man strolling through rain, his suit absorbing and redirecting every joule of energy. When he reached the second guard, he simply touched its weapon. The plasma rifle sparked once and died, its molecular bonds disrupted at the quantum level. "Stop this," the Vraxian delegate roared, but fear had crept into its voice. "You'll start a war." Alex caught a plasma bolt in his bare hand, or what appeared to be his bare hand. The nanomachines comprising his suit's exterior layer had formed a perfect replication of human skin. The bolt compressed, its energy forced into a sphere no larger than a marble. He tossed it aside, and it detonated against the far wall, leaving a smoking crater. "No," Alex said quietly, disabling the third and fourth guards with casual efficiency. "You started this. I'm finishing it." Ashley had seen combat footage from the Ghost Division before. Every human soldier had during their mandatory military education. But seeing it in person was different. Alex moved with a precision that seemed inhuman, yet his efficiency came from something deeply human. The ability to calculate, adapt, and overcome any threat through sheer ingenuity and determination. The fifth guard attempted to flee. Alex's suit extended a tendril faster than the eye could follow, wrapping around the soldier's leg and pulling it back. The guard crashed to the ground unconscious before it hit the floor. The sixth guard dropped its weapon and raised all 4 of its arms in surrender. Alex stood among the fallen guards, not a hair out of place, not a breath wasted. He turned to face the Vraxian delegate who had shrunk back into its pod. "Let me tell you about humanity," Alex said, his voice carrying the weight of iron. We didn't claw our way to the top of our food chain by being the biggest or the strongest. We did it by being smarter, more adaptable, and far more dangerous than anything that tried to eat us. We turned predators into pets and deserts into gardens. We split the atom and touched the stars. He gestured to the fallen guards. Every human you see in diplomatic service? We're all veterans. Every single one of us volunteered to be the first line of communication between our species and yours. We wear these suits not as decoration but as reminder. We prefer peace, but we're prepared for war. The chamber remained silent. Representatives from dozens of species watched with newfound understanding and fear. The trade corridor proposal stands. Alex continued, his tone returning to diplomatic neutrality. You have 72 hours to respond. Consider carefully whether you want humanity as a partner or as an enemy. Because we can be exceptional at both. Ashley finally allowed herself to breathe. She activated her comlink. Command, this is Ashley. Situation contained. No human casualties. Requesting extraction and medical teams for Vraxian guards. They're alive but unconscious. As security teams flooded into the chamber, Ashley made her way down to the floor. Alex was already straightening his tie, the nanomachine suit reforming into the appearance of an ordinary diplomatic uniform. That could have gone better, he said with a slight smile. Ashley shook her head. That could have gone a lot worse. Think they'll accept the proposal? Alex watched as the Vraxian delegate was escorted out, its chittering now subdued and fearful. They'll accept. They're bullies, and bullies only understand one thing, someone who can hit back harder. Is that what we are now? Ashley asked. The galaxy's enforcers? No, Alex replied, his expression thoughtful. We're teachers. Today's lesson: humanity didn't survive millennia of war, disease, and disaster by accident. We survived because when pushed, we push back, and we never ever stop pushing until the threat is eliminated or peace is achieved. He started walking toward the exit, and Ashley fell in step beside him. Behind them, the Galactic Council began the slow process of reassembling, their perceptions of humanity fundamentally altered. The human diplomat had walked into their chamber seeking peace. They had responded with violence, and in doing so, they had learned the most important lesson about humanity. Their diplomats might wear suits and speak softly, but they carried the weight of a species that had never learned how to give up. Death in a suit, indeed. The end.